Hi there, I'm Carl. I'm not affiliated with Dero in any way, and I'm here to show you how to use my latest project I've been working on. It's a Pong server. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it's basically an example that was in the Dero repo there at GitHub to demonstrate how to basically use the integrated addresses so that you can put those out there and people can put it into the send to address field in their wallet, and we'll populate the price and a comment and a port. And then when they click send to buy something, the Pong server will detect that transaction in the wallet basically and send back a response to the buyer with a link or a unique number or something to use for your product. So all you need to do is download the Engram wallet, and if you're familiar with PHP, get that going with a MySQL database, and you're off to the races pretty much. So I'll show you how to get started. First, go to my project. I'll put the link in the description. Take all these files, put them in the htdocs folder, and then set up your database. It may not be htdocs, it may be whatever, depending on what system you're using. Anyway, this is developed on PHP 7.4 with XAMPP, so it's fairly common. Alright, so let's get the database going. It's got to click new database and then use the name Pong. I'm just using default root access, no password basically. So for this, you can change that if you want in the DB connection file. And once you got that set up, then you got to connect your wallet. So you would go to modules and CyberDeck, and for this demo we're using our guide or whatever it is, using secret as the username, pass as the password. Turn that on, and then you can connect to your wallet with PHP. So the next step is to go to localhost and start making products. So alright, let's add a product. So I guess, let's see, basically this is what will show up in their wallet when they add in the integrated address. You are buying a product. Yeah, there we go. And here you can put in a link to your product, download or whatever page, or you can select this and it will overwrite that with a unique identifier number, and it'll send that to their wallet. This is just randomly generated every time there's a new purchase, but what you can do if you have programming skills in PHP, you could put in a link to your endpoint here, and then I'll show you where you can hook into it. So on the processing page, process.php and line 240, you can send a response to your website here. So basically it checks to see if you selected that checkbox. If yes, then you're generating a UUID, and that will be put into the out message. So but the out message contains your URL to your website to do the API call. So you'll have that variable, and you'll probably want the unique identifying number here. And then you can basically write your own function or whatever, include it, require it here. You can probably use something like one of these that I use to connect to the wallet with. You just put in your the address link here. So you put custom API address in here instead of writing it in like that, and send the number in whatever format of API you want to make. just do a regular post, probably might be simpler. But if you want to have authentication and whatnot, you can do it that way. Up to you. Anyway, this is basically just a simple guide here, so I'll get back to making products, explain how that works. So we're going to do a basic thing here, where it's just pointing to a product. Alright. And this is where you can set the price. So we'll say the daily newsletter, or whatever it is, it's 0.5 Dero. You can leave this blank if you're not sending anything back. That's the amount that it would send back when somebody buys something. And you probably want to use a 5-digit number for your port, and we'll just start with that. So they put this address into their wallet, and they'll see, well, actually they'll see whatever is down here, because these, you can have multiple integrated addresses per product on this setup. So the reason I'm doing it this way is so that, say it's a newsletter, and you want to change the link every day or every week or whatever it is, just go to edit product every day and put in the new link, like so, and just update it. So any of the integrated addresses for this product, they will be showing the new. You can change this value basically. It'll show you the out message and the respond amount, so you can change those, but these cannot be changed. So you can also disable the integrated address, and then if somebody were to try to buy something, they'd send the money, but it would get automatically refunded with the way I have it set up. I didn't actually change anything. Alright. So, let's see. If you wanted to make a discount, you could basically have the same product, but a different link and a different price. So you just change the price. That'll generate a new integrated address. Anytime you change any of the fields up here, well, not up here, but if you change the comment or ask amount or the port, it'll generate a new integrated address. So let's go ahead and make a different one. There we go. So now you got one for 0.05 and 0.04 Dero. So we can add another product, a different one, and pay or something. I don't know. And let's see. Oh, alright, so that means we have the port and the price are the same. So you just have to change the port to something else if you want to use the same price. Because basically when somebody buys something, all you get is the amount, the amount you're asking, and the port number. So that's how you can, it'll basically be linked, so you'll be able to see that anything for this amount and that port is this product, and then it'll show this. So anyway, I'll change that, make a different port, and we got a whole nother product over here. Can keep adding on different integrated addresses and all that. So I guess what we'll do is just deactivate this one for testing purposes, and let's test them out, see what happens here. Alright, so I paused this. This is actually a countdown, so every time it hits 0, then it checks the wallet. You can change that setting to make it check more often. Maybe 10 seconds is better, than 20 seconds, but the default is 20 right now. So you can change that way down here at the bottom. Alright. So anyway, I paused it, so I'm going to disconnect it. Don't need to keep checking. Turn that off. I'm going to log into my other account and enter these addresses in there. So, okay. Get logged in. And we'll try this. This should be buying a product. Alright. So, hit send to this address, and it loads in the information automatically. Alright. So we will buy this product. And when that's done, we'll try the refund, the one that's disabled. Make sure the refund feature is working. Okay, that's right. Buying a product, but it's a disabled link. Okay, save. Send that one out. So these are all, they're going to be, in the wallet there on the other account, but as soon as I log back in, it should load them out, see if they're new, process them, do what it's got to do, and that'll be that. Alright, let me get back into the other account. Sure, these all showed up, I guess. Looks right to me. Let's see. Yep. Okay. So, next thing that'll happen is it should be refunding this one. So, let's go back into the cyber deck. Turn that back on, and turn this back on. 20 seconds and see what happens. Yeah, so this project, it was based on that example I was telling you about that Captain Dero made, and then secret name bases redid it, and there it is. He rewrote it in Bash, and then I ported it to PHP, but it was, still kind of hard to use or whatever, so I figured I'd rewrite it and use databases and whatnot to kind of recreate what it was doing, and a user interface, so hopefully it makes more sense to more people, because it is a pretty cool feature. Alright, so now it tells you that that one was processed, the refund was issued. Great. So in your database, after all that, what you'll have is basically products, you got your addresses, and the incoming. So these have both been processed now. They have, so I mean, this is basically for your records. You can build a thing to load out all the information you want. But so these are the incoming transactions, and let's see, and the responses. So these have a link basically to the incoming transaction. So, and these are the responses that are sent out. It has the type and the transaction IDs and the amounts and all that. And this is, this is the message that it's sent for the refund. It notifies them that it's inactive. and sends them their refund. So hopefully they won't keep doing it. I don't imagine they would. Nobody wants to waste fees. Anything else here? Let me think. That's probably all you need to know to get started. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll call it a guide. And any questions? You could probably find me. I'm around. Thanks for watching.